Londoners Jane Roy and Glen Pearson were recognized for their local and international public service when the Rotary Club of London made them multiple Paul Harris Fellows at the club's virtual meeting on Monday, April 19, 2021. April 19th is the birth date of Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary.
Well, fellow Rotarians, today we celebrate this remarkable man by recognizing two remarkable people who epitomize our motto, service above self.
The award was presented by John Aberhart, a past president, past district governor, and past Rotary International director.
You not only care for the community, but for each other. Your adoptive family represents all that is good, noble, and generous. You take care of the community and each other. You are no strangers to Rotary. Some years ago, you received a similar community award from Rotary, and now you will become what we call multiple Paul Harris Fellows. The members of the Rotary Club of London want to thank you on your benevolent and altruistic community efforts. While we can't be here together, our past president, Jan Delaney, has already delivered to you the pins, which we hope you will wear with justifiable pride.
Under normal conditions, the president of the Rotary Club of London, Diane Twinstra, would complete the presentation by pinning the recipients. But in this virtual version, Glen and Jane pinned each other. Following the presentation, Glen and Jane addressed the club. They were introduced by Rotarian Bob Early, a member of the Paul Harris Fellowship Committee.
Rotarians and guests, without further ado, I would like to introduce Glen Pearson and Jane Roy.
They spoke to the club about their continuing work with both the London Food Bank and internationally with the Canadian Aid for Southern Sudan. Jane Roy explained how Rotary was a major influence in her life journey.
16 years old, applied to be a Rotary Exchange student where you go away and you live away from home for a year. And they decided to send me to South Africa, for which I'm eternally grateful. And if you can imagine being a 17-year-old kid in South Africa at a time of apartheid, it was huge with regards to understanding the privilege that we as Canadians have, but also realizing it's, our life is meant to be bigger than ourselves. And so that whole experience and that whole Rotary experience was fundamental to the journey that I came on when I came back.
The duty of thanking the club speaker was taken by Rotarian Ed Holder, currently Mayor of the City of London, and a longtime friend of both Jane and Glen.
I've never known two people who so embody caring and community commitment. From freeing slaves in southern Sudan to giving the less fortunate a hand south. Glen and Jane, you symbolize the best of London. From building schools and shelters in third world countries, what you do is you symbolize hope.
Congratulations to Jane Roy and Glen Pearson, Paul Harris Fellowship recipients.